Deanna, you ready?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Nerdy Psychologist Book Club.
Get ready to explore the magic and the mind games behind your favorite YA, dystopian, and fantasy novels.
I'm Brandi Hawk, a clinical psychologist and proud book nerd.
And I'm Deanna Boys, a psychology expert and also a book nerd.
Get ready to talk about your favorite heroes and villains, why they do what they do, and what that means for us. Welcome to the club. We are so excited today to welcome our friend, Shayla Allen.
I'm Shayla Allen. I am a licensed marriage, family, and child therapist, and I work with adolescents ages 0 to 18 and predominantly children experiencing high trauma.
We're so excited to have you today.
Yay, I'm glad to be here.
Yay.
As a reminder to everybody, each month we're going to read a different book, and each week we'll talk about a different character or concept within that book. This month we are reading So Let Them Burn by Camilla Cole. Deanna, would you tell us a little bit about this book?
I will. Okay. So Let Them Burn is predominantly about Alara and Farron, and they are sisters. And Alara is the older sister of Farron, and Farron is like the God-given, the gods gave her magical powers and imbued her with all this strength so that she could go fight this war and save the country. And Alara is the older sister, and we're going to talk about her today. And she is working to get out of her younger sister's shadow, which is a little bit of a switch on the trope, which is usually trying to get out of the older person's shadow. But yeah, and she goes and bonds with an enemy and makes friends with the enemy. And
dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And then there's lots of other things that ensue. It's a nice little fun fantasy book with dragons, everyone. Join us. Read about dragons.
We
It's a
love
good
the
book.
dragons.
Yeah. So I did it differently that time.
It was great.
I didn't read the thingy.
And you'll decide which one
And
you
all
want
of a
to
sudden
use.
I like, yeah.
It was so
Okay,
good.
are you going to tell us about our drink?
Yes. Oh, okay. So we're talking about Alara today, and we are talking about what happens when you are a people pleaser. And the drink is called the people pleaser. Let's cheers. And
Will it please the people?
will it please the people? Which we're finding out that not everyone is a gin drink, everyone. So if you're not a gin lover, you might not like it, or you might.
I might like it.
You might
I
be
am the
pleased.
non-gin drinker, but let's see.
You might
I'm
be pleased.
open.
Might be pleased. Which one are you going for? Oh, right. Okay, then. I don't like that. So we're not in front of us, but cheers.
All right, let's see if the non-gin drinker likes gin today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm not mad at this.
Yeah, it's delicious.
That's yummy.
The cucumber, there's gin in there?
There's gin in
It
there.
does not taste like gin.
Yeah.
This is like a sweet white linen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's the aftermark of the gin, but it's not the gin in my mouth first.
Yeah. A gin and soda is aggressive. This is like
What's
a
the
nice
purple?
it's the indigo gin.
Oh, it's the purple gin.
It's the purple gin.
I love
And
the
then
purple
there's
gin.
what in here?
So it's elderflower and cucumber and simple syrup.
Oh, so it is a
Okay.
white linen
Yeah.
with purple gin.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So
Well, I'm not mad.
You know
but
what it
gin
could
is very
use?
strong.
Could use a jalapeno.
It could.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
That would just kick it up another
But Alara is a people pleaser, so
Yeah,
she
so-
does not.
We don't have spice.
She's not spicy.
Alara does not have spice.
Although she
until
does have some
does.
spice. Oh, I should have thought of that. Because Alara does have spice.
Okay, so we're talking about Alara being a people pleaser. So I would just like us to raise our hands if you are actively working to dismantle your people pleasing.
truth, moment of honesty.
Yeah. Real talk.
Certain
Right here.
people.
So high.
Certain
Really
people.
high. Really high. 2 hands.
Yes. It's hard not to people please.
So hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's like a fear response. I don't know.
It is.
I
Yeah.
think it's just like a life response
I think
for
so.
me. I
It's
I
like-
can't remember a time that I wasn't a people pleaser.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like, if in a perfect world, I would like to say no to a lot of the things I say yes to that I really don't want to do.
Yeah.
Like, if I could live in that truth all the time, but then people would get mad at me.
Yeah. But
So then how can I
but they
stop
actually
people pleasing?
wouldn't. They actually wouldn't.
That's my own thought distortion.
I mean, they're
They're
and
real.
we're working to dismantle it. And to be fair, there are people that will be mad at you, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
there are.
That's a reflection of them.
But here's the thing: is like, am I saying yes because I people pleasing, or am I saying yes because of fear, people not liking me? Like, why am I saying yes if I really mean no?
Well, is there a difference between people pleasing and a fear of people not liking you?
No, I guess it's the same.
I think those are the same
They're
thing.
the same thing.
We people please because we're afraid that people won't like us or won't approve of us.
Yeah.
Right?
Do I care if people don't like me though?
Do you?
I don't know.
We've-
That's a great question.
As I'm hitting my older years, you
like,
know.
do I care? Like, how much do I care?
But how much do I care? I've definitely been, I do a lot of this, like when I'm talking to kids, I'm like, focus on yourself. Number one. Number two, like exactly, like how much do I care? Do I care? How is this going to affect my life? It's not.
Yeah. And have I fostered a real enough circle around me to those people where I don't have to people please? Like, can I live without the outsiders who I have to people please? Because I'm not people pleasing to everybody.
Right.
You know, I pick and choose who I people please. Oh, that is so hypocritical. I'm going through my own therapeutic
I
process
select
right now.
people please.
Yes. It's true. Like
Yeah.
some people, we don't care if they like us or not, so we don't people please them. But the people that we do care, we people please. Like
Yeah.
we pick and choose who we want to like. Please be my friend.
I
Versus,
find that it shows up a lot for me at work.
Yeah.
And I'll take on things and I'll overcommit.
Yeah.
And that's my people pleasing thing that I've been working.
and then you're
to
like cussing
dismantle.
yourself out in your mind.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm working overtime and I don't need to be.
Yeah, you're
This
like,
is
and I
unnecessary.
don't even like these people.
Yeah, I know, right? As we're all talking to our coworkers. I mean, like this particular people pleasing with my friends, I'm like, no, because I want them. I want to do these things because I actually want to do them.
So how do you know that difference, right?
Ooh.
So how do you know, how do you differentiate between I'm doing this because I'm afraid of what they'll think of me if I don't do it, right? That people pleasing piece of me versus I know who I am and I'm doing this because I want to help my friend or I want to do really well.
I don't know if that's people pleasing then. Like, I think we justify what we want to justify in our minds. Like, we justify our behavior, whether it's right or wrong. And I think that, like, Brandi, if you ask me, like, can you come help me clean my house? And I'm like, ugh, I really don't want to, but you're Brandi and I love you and I'm going to come help you because I'm your friend and I'm going to show up for you. Even though this is like my first free Saturday in a million years, but I love you and my love for you and my friendship means more to me than my personal time. So like, I'm going to be like, you know what? I can always do this another day because you're my friend and you need me right now. That's different than Deanna's like, I really want Deanna to like me. And she asked me to come drink this gin drink with her. And I hate gin.
I did do that. I did actually make her do that.
That's true.
And
You
the
know?
people pleasing and Shayla
then I'm
made her say
like,
yes.
"Ugh, let me just tell her yes, because I don't want her to be mad at me. Because sometimes when people are mad at you, it's like, then the masses are mad at you.
Because I'm so glad you pointed that out. There is a difference between having like a community that you care for and like your friends and your family that you care for. And you're like, I'm going to show up for them because this value in me living in
Like,
my
I value them.
I
Yeah.
value them and I value our friendship and I value this piece of who I am is that someone like, if someone asks for help, I'm helpful to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is different than overcommitting and doing something against kind of like stuff that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
actually makes you happy.
I think I've gotten like, but did you die? Right. Taylor, did you die because you did it?
But did you die?
I got to people please and I didn't die. Okay. I satisfy my ego.
Right?
Like I satified me. I'm a good person. I
You are
did
a
something
good
I didn't want to do
person.
for people I, care that like me or not. Oh my God, that's crazy. But we do that.
But like, so to come back to this example of say I have to clean my house and I ask you to help me, which I would never do.
I mean,
obviously.
Because the people pleaser her would never.
No. But let's say
you
some
broke your foot and you need help.
as a dirty
reality,
person.
I asked you
I'm
to
just
do
saying,
that. Like, so you're a good friend,
Yeah.
right? Like you care about me, you want to do it. But let's say it was also your second anniversary.
Yeah.
And you had plans.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I do like you.
I actually have, like, I was planning, I could come for 2 hours,
Right.
but that's going to get in my way of being able to get
Yeah.
dressed and ready. Then I would be like, go away. Like, don't come help me. But if you were a people pleaser, you wouldn't tell me that. And you'd be like, I
got you. Totally got you. Yeah.
That is like Laura.
It's self-sacrifice.
She is such a self-sacrificer. She's like, I'm going to go off and do what I really want to do, which, by the way, is such a teenager's dumb thing, by the way. She's like, I'm going to go off and enlist in the army, and I'm going to be an infantry. Like, she's going to be like on the front lines because like, this is how I'm going to help people. And then, but the thing is like, you are actually not to like hierarchical this, but like you are beneficial in another area. So like you were asked by the queen to go here, and she's like, no, I'm going to do this. And then the queen's like, girl, come over here. Yeah. She's like, okay.
So can I read that part to you? Because I think it's actually really insightful. Okay, so first I'm going to read 2 things. Sorry. So I just want to
never be sorry for reading 2 things.
Let's talk about, in your mind, think about this piece. While Farron had grown into a defiant teen, Alara stayed apologetically within the lines their parents had drawn, thrived within them, really, because people pleasers.
So she's a superstar.
Definitely do that. Okay. Now, watching her sister, this is page 66, watching her sister, taking care of her sister, protecting her sister, protecting people from her sister. Maybe it wasn't a paying job or the calling that she would have chosen, but she was good at it, and people depended on her to be that person, the mature one, the reliable one. Maybe she could pause her dreams for a little bit longer. Alara reached up to place a hand on Aveline's wrist with a reassuring smile. Whatever you need.
Yeah, it's 2 things. I'm the older sister. It's my job. And I'm not going to die if I just don't put my stuff off a little bit and just do what people expect me to do.
Yeah, who cares what I need?
Yeah, who cares? I'm going to be okay. That we justify. I think we're justifying our false feelings. You know, like I'm really sad about this, but it's okay. I could try to be happy.
Yeah, I really wanted to go to grad school, but my husband got this job, and so like it's totally fine.
Ooh, you're poking holes, you're poking the bear.
But you know what happens with that? 5 years down the line, you're in therapy. Like, I was not okay with that.
You feel resentful,
you're
right?
gonna resent
because people pleasing creates resentment.
Now I'm mad at you. Like, you did this to me. Look, but you know what it is about a people pleaser is like down the line, it's like you owe me.
Ooh.
I did. So what happens with a people pleaser is we people please, but when it's not reciprocated, we're like, but you didn't acknowledge, like, I did that. Look what I've been doing.
This goes back to your selective people pleasing.
Because they're not people pleasing. And I think in my life, I've had to realize, like, my no, it has to be for me because people will tell me no. But then I won't draw a no barrier line because for them, but they don't care about my feelings. My sister once told me, and this made a lot of sense. She was like, if you do something, it's going to make that person mad. Like if you do what you want to do, it's going to make them mad. If you do what they want to do, you're going to be mad. So somebody's going to be mad. Choose who do you want to be mad. And I'm like, I don't want to be mad. So I'm going to do what I want to do. So I'm not mad. Right. So it's like, people pleasing doesn't end well because at the end of the day, I'm going to be looking at Deanna like, but Deanna, I didn't go to my 2-year anniversary dinner because they came to help you. And now I'm asking you to help me and you're not doing it because you want to go to your 2-year anniversary. And you're like, girl, it's my anniversary. No.
Yeah.
And now I'm mad at you and me because I'm like, why didn't I say no? Because you don't even care. And I should have said no.
Maybe that's why all of our friends are people pleasers.
We just all like take turns people pleasing each other.
We're just feeding each other's ego. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think we are, though. I think that we've all done a lot of work.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's about boundaries and good boundaries, right? For yourself. We teach that in therapy.
Yeah.
Having good barriers, Lord God, boundaries. And like, what does those boundaries look like for me? Like, this is my capacity. And I think I'm learning as I get older, like, this is my capacity. Like, if I'm full eating, I'm full eating. I don't need any more food.
Who were you the one explaining the hourglass thing to me the other day about like getting older and like you have an hourglass with a certain amount of sand. And as you're getting older, like the hourglass gets bigger. Hourglass gets bigger. Sand is, still falling. So like your limited amount of time that you have is like thinner. Like you get more knowledge, but your time to actually implement it is so much thinner because you have so many other things going on.
Yeah. And I think it's just like, I always tell people my 40s are amazing because you come into this sense of self, right? Like, this is who I am. And my friends are my friends. I don't need any no new friends, right?
Oh, I love new friends. Everyone, I love new friends.
We love new friends.
Love new friends, but I love new friends who are like my speed, my people, my tribe. And like, I'm not walking into a space trying to be anybody else but Shayla.
Yeah.
That's
like,
true.
Living in my truth. And like the people who are like, you need to adjust. I'm like, I'm not adjusting. I'm me.
I definitely love meeting new people. And I've found that like I'll meet lots of new people and I'll find people that like I vibe with really quickly and are probably people pleasers. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I probably find a bunch of people pleasers.
Because you understand each other on a certain wavelength.
Exactly,
we do.
exactly. And if there's someone that is taking too much,
Yeah.
I will set more boundaries
Yeah.
now. I am working on it.
It's like your eyes are open.
Yeah.
It's like, like I can acknowledge I'm a people pleaser. And even when I'm people pleasing in my mind, I'm going, you're so people pleasing right now. You know, you couldn't, you don't want to do this. And you're like, I got it. It's good.
I am dealing with that on a regular basis at work where, like I'm upset with the way things are going, but like I will still find a good grant opportunity and offer to write it.
So we're fakers.
Oh my gosh.
We just
it's such a bad, I'm like, I should be saying, here you go. And like, leave it at that.
Yeah.
Like, or not even send it. Not even tell them about it.
But it's so ingrained
It's so
in you
ingrained.
to go over and beyond.
Yeah.
To be politically correct. And I'm going to say this, especially as a woman of minority, not to be intrusive, to be palatable for the people that I'm around, because I know I come with a narrative. Like, you know what I mean? Like you talked about dismantling like your own white supremacy. It's like, how much of me am I really allowed to be right now?
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, do I need to tailor me back so that Brandi Hawk can chew me, so that she can take me in, right?
Listen, Brandi Hawk can always chew you.
I know. I'm just using an example.
We are your friends.
I know. I am not sitting in
love
my.
you
These are
wherever
like
you
my
are.
peoples right here, my tribe. But I think it's like an honest thing to sit in.
Yeah.
Like, am I people pleasing because of my own insecurity about the narrative about myself? You know, like. Who am I when I walk into a room? Who do people see me as before they get to know my name, who I am? Like, they already know my personality. Isn't that crazy? Like, we walk in a room and they're like, okay, I am known to have this kind of personality, even though these people don't know me.
Yeah.
You know, so like, let me like validate that for them, that I am not what they expect me to be. So like, I'm going to act appropriate.
That's fascinating. You're like, I put it out there before you can say it to me.
Yeah, like I'm gonna almost like, and I hate to put it this way, like I'm gonna behave.
I'm going to go over and beyond what you expect me to be to prove to you that I'm not who you thought I was going to be.
And that's a form of people pleasing.
It is.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, like historically, it's a very life preserving
Evolutionarily
way
adapted.
of people pleasing.
No, but like in corporate, in the workplace, like to be chewable, like to be in a meeting and like we can work with her.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying it's right.
No, it's not right.
It's not right, but I'd be lying if I said that doesn't pop into my head sometimes.
Yeah, it's
like,
real.
Yeah.
It's real. Like, I think
you
we
have to
shy
code switch
away
everywhere
from
you
that
go.
reality.
Yeah.
But that's a people pleaser. That's a political and cultural, that's people pleasing, you know? And I think we've all been taught to do that. Yeah. I take it back to when you talk about Black men and the talk.
The
right?
talk, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, and when I say the talk, I
in
hope
society.
our viewers understand what I mean when I say the talk. And I think white people know what I mean when I say the talk. Like, don't do this. If
They
you're
are better
stopped by a
now.
cop, like, people please the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But over and above.
Above and above, right? So you're not a threat. And I
Yeah.
think that that's what people pleasing is.
You have a different way that the people perceive, that the world perceives.
Yeah,
you.
and I
So
think
you
that's
have
what
to
people
adapt.
pleasing is like, that's people pleasing. We've been people pleasing since we've been taught to people please.
Absolutely.
It is a learned behavior.
Yeah.
Never do anything that could make someone upset with you because you don't know the consequences of them being upset with you.
Exactly. And I think as white people or Caucasians, you guys are taught to people please, right? It's like, you know, if you're dealing with the opposite, whether it's good or bad, like you probably come in like, oh no, I'm going to let them know I'm for the cause. While Black Lives Matter.
I'm a good white person.
Like, no, like really,
for sure.
I am not that white person. You can. It's safe to like me.
And like, you know.
No, but like it's real.
I see that for sure.
It's so true though.
Like this is safe
There's
space.
nothing. Yeah, this is a safe space. If we're
Safe
in a safe space, like, you know, like respecting people, like there's not always people that are going to like you.
Yeah,
and
of course.
that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Is it's just like accepting that not everyone will like you, and white people can't handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because they are so used to being the center of attention that any thought of that is like just crushing.
Yeah.
You know?
But again, learned behavior.
Yeah, 100%.
That has been the narrative since the colonial days. Like that's the narrative. And it's not your fault. It's like, how do we disassociate ourselves from what was ingrained in us?
Yeah.
And I think towards the book, like, how do we blame people that are ingrained in this type of teaching?
So I love that you bring up the book again, because I've been thinking about this one scene. I don't have it brought up, so I'm just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but after Alara saved her professor and her professor's husband, right? They throw a gala in her and Signy's honor, which I'm sorry, but Signy.
Signy Soda.
Oh my gosh.
Signy Soda.
Signy Soda.
She's just like so like Signy Soda.
But also I love their little relationship. Sorry, side note. So they are throwing this gala, and so she's getting dressed for it. And she's like, what should I wear? She's going to be around all of these Langley people. And she says, you know what? I am going to dress in Irian clothes. I am going to wear the dress that my neighbor down the street took her time to sew for me. I'm going to wear my Irian necklaces, and I'm going to show myself. And when Signy comes in and is like, everyone's going to be expecting you to wear these dragon relics, she says, no,
I'm going to be me.
I am going to be me.
Yeah.
Which is different than how she was before.
Yes.
Yeah.
She shows so much growth in the book.
I know.
And that's that reality of like, when do I stop being who people need me to be, and who do I need to be? Like, how do I show up for
Mic drop
me?
again, girl. Like,
Like, I mean, that's like
when
wisdom.
do I stop being who I need?
Yeah, like
say it
me.
again. Say it again.
When do I stop being who people need me to be and I just show up as myself? Like, as you're describing that part of the book, it's like, yeah, how do I live in that space?
Right.
Because we have to do so much to fit into everywhere we go. We don't have a choice. It's the world around us. Depending on the environment, you have to adjust. But where's the space where we show up as like, Deanna, pink is your natural hair color?
It is.
Like, where do we show up in that space? You know, it's hard. It's rare. Like, teenagers, when do they get to just show up as themselves?
It's so hard.
It's so hard.
hard. It's nowhere. Like, where?
When you're with your friends, you have to meet the expectation that your friends have of you.
Yep.
When you're with your parents, you have to meet their expectations.
Like, when do you, where's authenticity? Where is it?
Did you have friends growing up that you could be authentically yourself with?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And I was thankful for it. And they were separate than my school friends.
oh, interesting.
Ooh, they weren't school friends. Okay. Was it family or just like?
Yeah, like, honestly, it was my church community. I was like Shayla at church. Like, those were my peoples, my tribe. They love
accepted
Shayla.
you and love Shayla.
Yep. But at school, I was like, Shayla, like,
Did you go to a school that was like diverse, not diverse? Like,
no, it was diverse. It's just like you have popular kids, not popular. Like, what crowd do you fit in? I didn't have to fit in a crowd when you're with your friends. You don't got to fit in a crowd. You're just
you
with
just are you.
You're just you, and they respect you for you. You know, when you're at school, it's like, what shoes you got on? What are you wearing? You get made fun of, you know, bullying, all that stuff plays a part in school because it's so social. But like when you find a tribe, like I've had the same best friend since I was 12, you know, you find your people. And that's what I want young people to understand is like, don't get too caught up on these people that you meet in your adolescence because the ones who are real, they're going to linger. They're going to stay with you. Like those are the ones who love you for just you. The ficklest, you won't even know their names. Like I have people like, I see clients are like, these I'm going to know them forever. I'm like, oh God, how do you get,
you might know they exist.
Can we talk about that as clinicians? Like, how do we get people, teenagers, right? Where we can all agree that we work with pediatrics. Like it's been the gist of our career. I've only worked with kids for the most part. My biggest struggle is trying to get them to see the future.
But that's like how their brains are.
I know,
their brains are not ready to see the future.
Permanent. Like everything is permanent right now. You know, like people pleasing, whatever they're doing now, it's like, this is going to set me up for the future. I'm like, hold on. You actually set yourself up for the future, not these people.
You only have control over yourself.
Right. But it's like this people is like major friends and groups are like, they identify me. I'm like, they
Remember
don't.
when everyone said, this is going on your permanent record?
Yeah. They truly believe.
So what?
I know. And I'm like, they're like, I have a client, it's like, Miss Shayla, you don't know. I'm going to know these people forever. And I'm like, girl, I don't even know what I had for dinner like 2 weeks ago. Like, you're not. I promise you that these people that you think are everything, and here's the kicker. The people that are popular, like they grow up to be just regular people sometimes. They're not like president of the United States. They're like,
nerds are.
To be fair, I had nerds at my school who were like really high up in different big companies.
That they aspire to be like is like, they're not like, they're basing it off of clothing and name brand shoes and who they are today. And I'm like, they know as much as you know. It's literally the blind leading the blind. And I think as a therapist, that's the roughest part of therapy is like getting them to be individuals. Because it's like, you know, I use an analogy when a baby's born, it's like they push and the baby goes back in. That's therapy. Then you push, you like making progress and the baby goes back.
I don't think I've ever heard that analogy. I love that analogy.
It's like, you know, like literally when you're doing therapy with teenagers, it's like the baby birth thing. Like you feel like you're making headway and then the baby goes back. Because you know, when you're pushing a baby out, in and out.
Because I don't know.
Right, because you don't know.
There's information for you.
But it's information, right?
Thanks for sharing.
And I think of teenagers that way. Like we make progress, they go back in. They make progress, we go back in. It's like
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Because I'm fighting against the elements,
kind of thing.
You know, I am pushing against what they feel is normal.
I mean, I think that there's pros, cons, right? So, as a teenager, when I was in high school, like I was constantly forward thinking, right?
Yeah.
So I think people pleasing, and we can talk about Alara with this as well, goes hand in hand with perfectionism a lot of the time.
Absolutely.
Right? I was highly perfectionistic, right? But I was so forward thinking that I was like, every single thing about high school has to prepare me for college.
Absolutely.
Every single thing in college was preparing me to get into graduate school, right? Like it's always
You're like, if I do this,
then this is going to be my outcome.
From the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, like it's like I have to get there.
Yeah. And Brandi, I was the same way. I was always 5 years ahead.
Right.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm doing this now because in 5 years I want to be here. Like always 5-year plan.
So I was always in high school. I was like, I had friends who were like the most wonderful friends in the world, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. But I always had the mentality of like, in 5 years, I'm not going to probably be friends with these people anymore.
Absolutely. That was me.
Always.
You did?
I did. And I think that part of that is why I didn't, like, I didn't engage in high school in the way that other people do.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was,
Same.
I just knew that wasn't the end.
Maybe I'm not a real people.
I was really like, you people are mirages. You don't matter. Like,
oh my gosh.
I know where I need to be.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm so reinforced by social things though. Like I would be the kid. So like when social, like 12 years old, like 11, 12 years old, 13 years old, I would come home and my sisters would make so much fun of me. But I'd be like, okay, well, who called for me? Because it was the age of everyone has calls. We all had like party lines or whatever. And my sister would go, oh yeah, people call for you. Janie, Johnny, Jeffy. You know, like she'd make so much funny. I was like, who actually called? And she'd be like, the list is over there. And it was like 3 to 4 people. Yeah. And I'm still friends with those people. These are people that I've known since like some of them since 2nd grade, some of them since junior high. Like I value friendship so much that like I was like, if it doesn't affect my like I'm forward thinking and I'm like, oh, I have to get to college, but not at the expense of my social life.
Right. You know, I think we underestimate the voids we try to fill as people, like subconsciously, like instant self gratification. I don't think we talk about it enough. Like instant gratification. Like the things we do instantly to make ourselves feel good. It could be a compliment from somebody else. Like, thank you for doing. I
love compliments.
We're like feeding our egos, right? And I think people pleasing does that for us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Feeds our ego. It feeds us. Like we become the hero when we people please.
Oh my gosh. Every time that we do a training, Brandi Lyles, who is often
a people pleaser,
often on here with us, she will say at the end when we ask for feedback, right? And people are like, oh, this was so great. We love it. She's like, thank you so much. Like, I don't need it. I'm not dismantling my people pleasing, but also like that was a great shot to the veins.
Yes.
Right? Like, give it to me. Give it to me. Please.
I do want it.
Yes, I want it, but it's my fix. You know, I ride Peloton. Shout out to my Peloton groupies. Kirsten Ferguson, who I adore. I want to be like her when I grow up. I love her. She's like got me into. She's a Peloton instructor.
Okay. I was like,
and she's like, she always says, validation is for parking. You don't need it. You know why you showed up here today.
Shut up. I do need it. Ferguson lady.
And what about self-validation? Right? Like that's good.
She's like, you know what you did here today. Because I used to be like, so I use my watch as like I worked out today. And if I didn't have my watch on, it was like I never worked out.
It was like you never worked out.
Because nothing told me on my watch that I worked out.
100%.
And I have to tell myself, like, when I would forget my watch and do a whole workout, I'm like, I would be like, throw this whole workout away because it's not recorded on my watch.
But it's real.
No one knows I worked out. Because when I work out, it lets everybody know who's following me that I worked out today. Now it's not going to tell them.
You know what else it does? It shows you're better than them too.
Why do we have to have people following our workout?
Because they need to know I wasn't lazy today and that I worked out.
There's nothing wrong with being lazy.
It's real,
it's a construct we've made
up. And I have to tell myself validation is for parking. I know what I did. I showed up for myself. I really ran 2
lady
miles.
seems toxic. I don't like her.
It's my own toxic behavior. If I don't have my watch on, I never worked out.
I mean, that is inaccurate.
Now,
that's actually inaccurate.
But in my mind, I'm like, no one's going to know I worked out today.
I mean, you need to disconnect your workouts from other people.
Isn't that crazy?
That is not healthy.
People pleasing at its finest.
Yes, it is.
Because, and guess what? I am not the only one that feels this way.
No, I believe you.
Yeah.
Like, if this watch doesn't say I worked out for 30 minutes, I didn't work out for 30 minutes today.
Obviously.
But that's that's so crazy, right? Like so for me, when I do that, I totally hear you because I'm like, oh, it doesn't show, like it's not going to update. Mad. But it's about me. No one's following my watch. Like that is a weird, unnecessary part of our culture.
When your friends finish a workout, it alerts you like your friend finished a workout today.
Why?
And so because we're keeping each other accountable, I don't know why. Now that you're asking me, I probably need to go seek this out in my own self-knowledge. I don't know.
So,
but
internal.
It's a thing. Like I've had conversations with other people like, girl, I feel the same way if my watch it. Like I will pause a workout if I left my watch upstairs and go get my watch and put it on and start my workout because it's like,
oh, for sure. I've turned around and gone back to my house because I forgot my watch.
And that's
for
crazy because we're working out. Our body did not lack because it didn't track.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ooh, shut up. Mic drop again. Our body did not lack because it didn't track.
Like we did we didn't give ourselves food because we didn't mark it. Like
that is such a good. It does lead into
it's self gratification when my watch goes ding. You did it. You finished a workout. I don't get that when I don't wear my watch. No one told me that I did a good job, even though I did a workout.
But why do we need?
Because it's my ego. It's my ego.
Yeah.
Because we like praise. Like kids like praise.
We do.
But it's a balance, right? Like we talked last episode about Farron and egocentrism. And I don't think that Farron's quite at this place, but like if there's no people pleasing, then it becomes selfishness.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm only going to do what I want to do. And that's not a productive human in society.
Well, it grows up to be narcissism in the end.
Right. Like
we're tiptoeing around this narcissism thing.
But we don't need to be putting our well-being on the line in order to make everyone else feel good about themselves.
Well, Laura does.
She doesn't.
Until she doesn't.
Until she doesn't.
Cindy Soto.
I have Okay, so later on, so at the end, right? So Farron, huge spoilers.
Oh yeah. If you're new to this, we give you spoilers mostly.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All the time
All the time,
spoilers. This
actually.
is a huge spoiler.
Huge spoiler for the book, but it's fun.
So when Farron can't cut the mustard and does the most unthinkable thing and releases the first dragon and then bonds the first dragon, her connection to the gods is severed.
Mm-hmm.
And so Alara goes and asks to become a new Empyrean for skills, right?
I know.
And the gods are like, no, no, no. And she's like, yes, yes, yes. And then they're like, okay, give me the new child. And she's like, I'm not a child, which I loved.
Yeah.
And then they tell her, okay, we're going to tell you all the things that are true that we didn't tell your sister, which, and then they say, basically, you just need to kill your sister and everything's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Kill your sister, make the bond go away, get rid of the dragons, and we're good. And Alara says, the cost would be too high for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Being the Empyrean sounds like a losing gain. You named Farron your Empyrean and she went to war for you. Now you want her dead. Your first Empyrean was corrupted by a creature that you sent him to battle against. Then you locked him up for centuries. I'm sorry, but that's awful. That's not the Irie I was raised to worship. Oh my gosh, she becomes a person that can talk back to the gods.
To the gods.
And tell them this is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you are wrong.
Yeah, this is incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens in our real life, right? Like we come to this reality of like reality,
Mhm.
right? People feed us all type of jargon and then we start to decipher truth from what's false.
As we age too, we start to realize our parents are real humans and like they have
And they were
faults
flawed.
and they're flawed. And you start to look back at them and a lot of times it like leads to anger and resentment and stuff like that. But you might get to a place where you just go, actually, no, you're doing this because this is XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't make sense.
I was just having a conversation with someone yesterday that I understood my mom a lot more when I became a mother
Oh, yeah.
and a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Then I could see how. We always use it. I can't see how you could allow. I can't see how you would ever until we ever. Then you're like, oh.
Like, it's hard to be a human.
Oh. Right? It's like.
Yeah, until you're put in that position, you have no idea.
You have no idea. And I think of a Bible scripture that says, take heed lest ye fall.
Mm.
Like, I can't blame you because here comes me doing the same thing. And I'm like, judgy. Like, how could you? And then here I go.
Oh.
And I think that's just human nature. Whoops. I see how.
Yeah.
Like that empathy piece, right? Like being able to empathize with somebody else.
Yeah. If you bring up that word to people, sometimes they get a little bit like prickly, but it's empathy.
It's empathy. It's not a cuss word.
It's empathy. And also like being able to speak truth to power, right? Like you can't be a people pleaser and stand up for what's right. Those two things are mutually opposed to each other.
And we're seeing that in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. Where people are severing the line between truth and what's false and picking a side. And I think Alara is like, I have to choose a side.
Yeah.
And teenagers can't, and it's hard.
It's hard.
In the very beginning of the book, she also says something, or actually that might have been Farron, but she talks about like drawing on the reservoir of like what her parents did teach her, like the morals, like what's right and what's wrong. And like, she's like, that's wrong. Yeah. You did all these things. You had her as your Empyrean and now you want her to die? Okay, rude.
Yeah.
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 We always go back to our moral compass that was given to us. Like, isn't that funny how we can look at our parents and go, how could you? But then we go, but my mom taught me this. But my family taught me this. So it's always rooted in us. We go back to it because when the world gets contradicting, we need a truth.
Yeah. But we can't think in black and white. Right?
No, because it's not.
Life doesn't exist in black and white.
It does not.
Do you hear that, people? Life does not exist in black and white.
Doesn't.
It's gray.
It's gray.
There are some grays.
Life is gray.
It's just all gray.
Lots of shades of gray. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
We're not going there.
Realizing that at the end of the day, we're just all people fighting the same fight. We just drew different lines in the sand.
Ooh,
I
you
like
have
that.
dropped
I
so
love
many mic drops with your bars. Like,
I'm
you're
just
like bar
saying,
after bar.
we're all doing the same thing. Our lines are just different
Yeah.
because they have to be. My line can't be your line. We're like completely different ethnicities, different upbringings. So they can't be the same.
No.
We
What's
can't.
best for me is not what's best for you.
Exactly. And that's what we're doing. Everybody, if I'm allergic to peanuts, you can't feed me peanuts.
You will kill me.
But it doesn't mean that I can't have peanuts.
But you can have peanuts and
Yeah.
you're perfectly fine. But like, people are like, I don't care if you're allergic. Eat it anyway. I'm like, I
That's so
can't.
true.
It's
You're
going to
like-
kill me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But then again, no empathy to say like, hey, you can't have that. Let me give you something else.
I can imagine how this would be scary for you because you might die. Because that's the whole idea behind empathy, everyone,
Yeah.
is being able to try to imagine, try to
But
understand.
people pleasing says,
can't.
I know I'm allergic to peanuts. I'm going to eat it anyway.
Right. Because what would happen if I don't? Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh,
I
everyone
know
would
I'm going to be sick. I know this is going to end bad for me.
I might die.
But you're going to be so happy.
You're gonna love it because I ate whatever it is you tried.
Oh
to
my
get
God. Talk about being the sacrificial lamb. Like,
me. Yeah,
But
literally.
sorry, can we talk
Oh,
just
yes.
for a moment about how it's hard because it's actually really beneficial to be a people pleaser.
yeah.
Listen, it is.
It is. It's easier.
It's easier.
It's easier and you go farther.
Yep.
Right? Even Alara, right? She was a people pleaser. She couldn't turn it off. And so she goes to Langley and she's the top of her class and her teachers start to like her.
So is that manipulation?
It's not manipulation, it's being a people pleaser.
I mean,
I mean, it's finagling.
Right? It's
I'm people pleasing for a higher purpose for myself. I know that if I stroke you the right way, the price I have to pay now is okay because the greater reward for me is better.
I think that for Alara,
Yeah.
she just wanted the praise from her teacher. Like
Yeah.
she wanted, it's that perfectionism. Like she wanted to be the best. She always had to be the best. And so she took that with her. And then her teacher is like, oh, wow,
Let me
you
feed
are
that
the
for you.
best.
Yes.
And then she's like, oh, yes, straight to my veins.
Yes,
Right?
I love that.
Like,
This is how I thrive.
chuck it to my veins.
Thank you for reaffirming that I'm a good person.
right? And
Yeah.
so I think that we can't just say people pleasing is terrible. We all need to
Yeah.
stop because we all got to the places where we are today
Because we people pleased. Absolutely.
because we're people pleasers.
Yep.
And if you say you need to stop, it's a
Absolutely.
little too black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't live in black and white.
Right?
But you can play a game so good that you can go where you want to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And stay true to yourself a little bit. You know? So I think we outweigh the cost.
Mhm.
Am I willing to pay this? Can I be this for the sake of this?
Yeah.
You know?
And I like that you brought up playing the game, right? So what if we just like change our mindset and rather than thinking about it as, well, I have to do this because I have to do it, instead think about it as this is a game.
This is a game.
This is a game and I'm going to play the game.
Yep.
And sometimes when I play the game, I have to people please,
Yep.
right? So that this person feels like I care about them and this person feels like I'm going to do the best job that I
Yep.
can. And sometimes I'm going to live into my values of working hard and doing the best that I can. And sometimes I'm going to say no because I need to say no.
Yep.
Right.
Because our greater good is like, it's survival.
Right.
Like, I have to survive. So how do I do that in the best way where I don't ruin my own moral compass?
Yes.
Like, it's survival mode. Like, how do I survive and create the best life for me? And I think like you have to sometimes, right? Like, it's not, like you said, it's not all bad. People pleasing can take you far.
As long as you choose. Right. I think that's the goal is we
That's
should
good.
choose.
You choose.
When we're going to people please.
And when you are a people pleaser, your siblings should not talk shit to you just because you people pleased, okay?
Also accurate.
You hear that? Siblings out there?
Not that you have those.
Not that I was reading this.
Not that
and
you need a therapy
projecting
session right now.
anything. Not that
Tell me more.
No.
I think it's just a part of life. Like, I think if we're honest, like everybody people pleases and we do it for a reason.
Yeah.
We all have our purpose and we justify said purpose.
Let's just be clear about
Yeah.
it.
So we can go to sleep at night.
Right. And then dismantle it where it's not needed
Yeah.
so that we can choose when we're going to lean into it
Yeah.
and when we're not.
I think the problem with people pleasing is when we're just across the board appeasing people just for the sake of pleasing people, you know?
Yeah. In the
and where we're
beginning, she
just
was like that, yeah, for
forsaking
sure.
us. Now we are suffering in life. We're lacking because we people please everybody else. That's like me cleaning out my bank account and giving it all to Deanna because Deanna's in need, but now I can't pay my rent.
Exactly. That's not helpful.
That is not
in
helpful.
You cannot have Shayla's whole bank account.
Okay, fine.
And I would gladly give it to you
Anyway.
if I had it like that. But I think that's when people becomes hurtful is when I am now giving you something I don't have to give.
Yeah.
You know, in therapy, we
Absolutely.
talk about pouring from an empty cup. I can't give you something I don't have.
Exactly.
You know, so like when does people pleasing stop at the point where I don't have anything? I literally don't have anything.
Then it is completely unhelpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pouring from an empty
Wisdom,
cup. That's a
people, wisdom.
Another good analogy. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Nope.
Well, I think maybe that's a good space to
Yeah.
be done. Yeah.
Yep.
You have any other wisdom to drop, Shayla?
I know. That was some good,
think I'm
some
good.
bars, some good one-liners.
Feed my veins.
That's good. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. You got to the end of the episode, and we're so glad that you stayed with us this whole time.
Yay. Good job making it to the end. The drinks are delicious.
So good.
Even a non-gin drinker likes them.
Yep.
So think about them for your next, book club
Snaps
and
for
fun
me.
times. They're just, nice, easy drinks, but recipes on the Patreon. Come like and subscribe us across all the platforms. I think we're actually on the platforms. Come find us. Nerdy Psychologist Book Club. What else?
Come to the Patreon. You can get our cocktail recipes, chat with us. You can have some therapy resources. We love to see you and talk to you, and we're just so excited to have you with us.
And contrary to what they said, we like new friends.
I
Contrary
do.
to what who said.
I like new friends. I'm just saying certain friends.
You're selective. You're selective.
We have 2 more weeks of So Let Them Burn, but next month we'll be talking about They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is an excellent book, and spoiler, they both die at the end.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a happy joy book,
As many of our books are not.
but it's really, really good. And I'm super excited to talk about it. So please join us. And so we'll see you next week at Book Club.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Bye.